Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Gunner community. Today we are back in the workshop again, and today we are going. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Gunner community. Today we are back in the workshop again, and today we're gonna be looking at this older classic Craftsman mower with a 20 horse Briggs V-twin intake. Now the weird thing about this is that the valve cover, the code date says that the engine was manufactured in 09. But the mower itself on the back of the seat says date of manufacture 1993, October 1993. Now that's odd. I guess they maybe put a new engine on it, so it may not even be 20 horsepower, maybe more or less. But either way, it's got a motor, and it's an older motor. Probably will do better than the freaking 26 horsepower piece of junk I got over there. I know in the last video I got that Cub Cadet, you know, it was running all great and dandy and all that, but quite literally the day after that video, since then I have been having an astonishing amount of problems with that mower. And I bit the bullet and I ordered a gasket kit for that mower because I think it needs new gaskets. But before I did that, I put gasket maker on each side of every single gasket that was on the intake system of that motor, and it seemed to make it run better at first, and then it quickly started not running better, and it's been surging, it's been having fuel issues. I've been having a lot of problems with that motor. So when I get the gasket kit, when I take the intake system apart to put the gaskets on, I'm going to clean the carburetor one more time. But if I do all that and it don't run right, I'm taking that thing back to the junkyard because I'm done with that mower. But that's why I got this one. If I can get this engine running right, I'll just put it on my old black mower over here and call it a day. Be done with it. Because maybe that one will be able to mow. But anyway, I kind of want to get this running on this one and see if I can get this one to drive. Because it's got the old manual shifting on it. Now, how do those work on a mower? Like, do you have to push in the clutch pedal before you shift to the next gear? Or, like, is it literally like a car? Or can you just shift it on the fly? I really don't know. But maybe we'll be able to find that out when I get it running. So, here's the clips of me getting the mower and testing it. So yeah, it's a runner. I put gas in it in the intake, and it runs. So now we just got to get it to run on its own. May sound like a simple task, but it's never simple. I had you over here because it was windy, but it's not windy now, so I'll get you over here where you can actually see what's going on. This is why I love waking up early in the morning, because you hear the birds waking up and singing, and it's nice and cool outside. The sun's rising. It's not super bright outside. It's just real nice. All right, both of them are broke loose. And that bowl's already coming off. Are you ready to see the monstrosity of this bowl? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Is the whole carburetor like that? Oh no. I think this thing's gonna need a complete carburetor overhaul. That's terrible. That is terrible. Makes you wonder how that was even running at all. Holy crap. I will tell you, of all things, that's what I was least expecting. Alright, well, what are we waiting for? Gotta take it apart now. Yeah, good old style nest. I think I remember looking it up and seeing that white vinegar was a pretty good thing to soak rusty parts in. Because, you know, I'm not like professionals who have like a ultrasonic cleaner and all that crap. Or a parts washer or whatever. I'm a redneck who has white vinegar. There ain't nothing wrong with that fuel line. Look at that. It's heavy duty, so it's not supposed to bend very well. It's supposed to be like very, very brittle and tough. You know, it's not supposed to be like that. It's like the heavy duty premium. Yeah. Laverne, shut up. You ain't scary. That was the neighbor's deer feeder. Calm down. I've got this old school Folgers coffee can and video cut. Anyway, I've got this white vinegar. Gonna pour that in there. Granted, I don't have a lot, but we're just gonna, you know, plop that in there. Plop that in there. And once I get the carburetor taken apart, I'll plop that in there. So, yeah. Alright. Everything's in the white vinegar now. Bubbles and stuff are already starting to form on the bowl. So, yeah, just give it. This is gonna take a pretty long time. In fact, it recommends 24 hours. So, I don't know. I might give it that amount of time, or just a little bit less. I don't know. We'll see. Boy, that sure does work fast on that plastic. I took that carburetor out to see if it was like filling up, because I was worried that like since I put it in downward, it wouldn't fill up all the passageways because of like trapped air or something. And that main intake tube is made of plastic, and it's already like super clean, and the bowl was too. This is the side that was down. I just flipped it over, and that's what it looked like before, and it's already working on it on that side. So this stuff ain't no joke. All right, I let that soak for about like 3 hours, and look how much better everything already looks. And I got my air compressor with my little air gun and blew out all the nozzles, passageways, tubes, and everything. There's like no rust on that solenoid now. The float looks a lot better. Barely any residue on that now, except for those little red splotches. The bowl, it has like some residue, but no rust. Just some stains. I'll probably get a wire brush and finish that. And the little valve for the solenoid is completely clean. I blew that out too. And everything's clear. All the tubes and everything are clear. Well, I still gotta clean the jet. Because with my luck, where it sat in that can, it sat right where all the rust that came off of everything else was collecting. So it got covered and all that. So I'm gonna have to re-clean it. And there's the, no, where did that just go? No. Oh no. Oh my God. Where did that, oh, okay, thank God it's there. The freaking pin that goes through the float. I mean, it's freaking, it's like a mirror now. Set that down in that tape. And I want to take this into the house, and I'm going to clean that. And I need to find a wire brush for that, so I'll be back. I went ahead and painted the cover that goes over the engine. Only for one reason. Well, there was like fiberglass coated all over the engine, and every time I touched it, my whole arm would start itching because it got fiberglass in my arm. So every time I would like brush against it or something, there'd be fiberglass all in my arm. And my arms were itching so bad earlier, and I couldn't figure out where it came from. But just earlier, I just brushed my finger over it, and there was little bits of fiberglass all over my finger. So I decided to paint it, so maybe it'll just cover over the fiberglass and make it to where it's not going to get on me every time I touch it. And it also makes it look nicer because the original color was red. It was just faded. So 2 birds with 1 stone. Alright, putting everything back together now. These ratchet wrenches are the best thing that were ever made on planet Earth. They're so nice. I've only got one, and it's a 10mm, but hey, that's the most used one, so. I'll get back with you when it's time to test it because my phone's gonna overheat. Alright, time to test. Jesus! What is wrong with you? Oh. Oh. Yeah, let's just kind of take that and just squish it. All right, test it again. It did start though. And that's why I always say old stuff is better than the new. The work that I had to do to that mower to get it to run. Literally all I had to do was put a fuse in it, do a complete clean out on the carburetor, and it started right up. And then you look at that 26 horse power Briggs and all the work that I had to do to it, it's quite a drastic difference. And the work that I'm still having to do to it to get it to run, because it still don't run right. It's ridiculous. Let's see, so it was seized up, so I had to take the spark plugs out, and the right side combustion chamber was all corroded, which is why it was seized. So I had to put oil in there. I had to go buy 3 quarts of oil, 2 new spark plugs, because the spark plugs were corroded from it. So I had to pour oil down there, blow it out with the air compressor twice, turn it over for a long time. Had to do a complete clean out of the carburetor like 2 or 3 times before it would finally run decent. Had to clean out the fuel pump. Had to try to put gasket maker on all the gaskets. And it only fixed it for like a day. And to this day, it's still having issues. 2-year-old mower. And a mower that is 12 years older than it, I was able to fix in less than a day. And all I had to do was clean the carburetor. And that's it. Wow. And I mean, wow. Well, I was about to figure out a way to try to drive it, but this tire was off the bead. Currently trying to get it back on. Alright, I got everything back together. So that tire has a hole in it. Keeps going flat. So let's try to hurry this up. I just aired it up, so. I've just got the gas tank sitting right there for now, so. Let's see how this manual transmission works. Brick. Oh, freaking gas tank rubbing up against that. Let's just get it started. Oh
God. Please. Let off the clutch. Alright, I found it out. The plug under the seat has to be plugged in. Turn that freaking parking brake off. First gear. It's trying. It's trying. Just hold on here. Give me a second. It ain't been running a while. Yeah. It wants to. Third gear. Pull back on the brake. Oh crap. Let's go. Come on. Holy. Oh, something broke. Well, I found what happened. One of the idler pulleys, broke. Yep. Straight up. Wow. And I mean, wow. Alright, I got a new idler pulley off a different mower. So the reason why that one wore out, is because both of them were seized up, which is also the reason why I wasn't driving very well. So I oiled the new one and the other one that was still good. So both of them are moving. Got a new one. Both of them are moving and good. So let's try to redo the test now. Okay. See how this sucker goes. We are moving. First gear. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth, sixth, heck yeah. Woo. Well, that's awesome. It's a mower again. Well, not a mower, but a lawn tractor. It can be a mower. That's if it ran good at high throttle and ran good under a big load. It does have it has a small gas leak. Well, I say small. It's all around that bowl. that can be fixed. Just as long as one doesn't hit the exhaust, and some of the drops are hitting the exhaust, but just gotta hope that one of them drops don't light on fire. Probably don't want to mow until that O-ring gets replaced. Because when it's at high throttle and that muffler's real hot, one of them drops hits there, one of them's gonna light on fire. But anyway, either way, it's a driver. It's a driver and it's a runner. That's really all that matters. Just gotta find a hood for it.